Hi, Wendy. How are you today?
Good. How are you today?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to record this portion of the interview. I know we spoke last week and went over your resume and your experience and a little bit about what you're looking for. So I'd love to take this time to talk about your experience. So
Mhm.
let's go ahead and start off with your 2 years at Cole, Scott, and Cassane.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So tell me about what type of law firm it was and what you did on a daily basis, please.
Well, they handled all sorts of things, but I was added to the property first. Our first property, we did insurance defense. So that's kind of where I spent my 2 years. I didn't travel to any other departments, so my familiarity is mainly with first property. Um, I was there for 2 years. I started with two attorneys. Generally, the assistants generally had two attorneys that they assisted. I started with two very, I guess you would say, experienced attorneys, but they left. And as you know, law firms, or at least ours, we had a lot of folks that left and moved on into other roles, lead roles, partnerships. And so our department got filled up with a lot of newer attorneys that needed a lot of really strong support. And I was given a couple of attorneys, and I think I did fairly well. Uh, they taught me a whole lot. And then the department got taken over by a new lead attorney. He came down, just I guess he wanted to bring in more business into our particular department. And I got put as into an assistant for the lead attorney, and then I did keep one of my old attorneys to assist too. We
Wow.
did a lot. Yeah, it was very hectic.
So about
Um,
how many cases did you handle? Was it 200? Were you thinking?
Approximately between the two, probably about 245, maybe even more. Um,
Wow. And then
yeah,
what did you do? Like, what was your daily tasks? Like, just like maybe five things that you would do every day or, at least every week.
a lot of it was filing court paperwork. Like we had to keep a track of deadlines. Paperwork needed to be filed with courts, certain dates within 30 days. And like interrogatories, responses to those. I would have to follow up with opposing counsel, make sure that I had, their answers to interrogatories, things of those natures. Filing a lot with the courts, uh, scheduling depositions or examinations under oath, um,
Okay, great.
scheduling
And then,
property.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry. And then also, like, we did a lot of scheduling for property inspections, I guess,
Yeah.
so that
Okay.
everybody could go out and
So
check out
lots
the
of
damage.
scheduling
Yeah.
and some general, of course, legal um tasks. Now, I do noticed that assignment, of course, ended. We talked about due to COVID, and then
Mhm.
there was a little bit of a gap of work history, and now you're ready to get back into the workforce. And when we chatted last, you had explained that you were working with your husband's business or yours and your
Yeah.
husband's business. What type of business is that?
Well, everybody was getting into these buying pallet stuff. So
Uh-huh.
that's what we did. We started buying pallets, of goods from uh, Sam's Club, Target, things of
Mhm.
that nature. So we just turn around and resell them, and
Okay.
we've got like a little storefront, I guess.
Okay. So that was something keeping your skill set, of course, up during that COVID crazy time period. So with that position that you were doing, were you keeping your computer skills up to date? Were you, managing inventory and
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
other type of skills would you say would be required for that type of business?
Research, there's a lot of
Mhm,
research, between the products that you have coming in, things of that nature. So yeah, I spend a lot of time on the computer.
mhm.
Um, I've got proficient typing. I wouldn't say I'm an expert,
Okay.
but I can keep up.
All right. Well, great. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion of the interview. I think that you definitely possess the skills to work as a legal assistant. You have the experience, the skill set. So we can certainly begin to market you to some of our clients. But in the meantime, I'm going to stop the recording and we'll chat just a little more.
Oh,
Just a
sure.
moment.